Business Segments Interim Quarterly. This query trigger is available under Business Segments and Product section. This query trigger enables the user to find companies based on the interim quarterly business segment-wise disclosures of the companies in their quarterly reports. Let us understand the functioning of this query trigger with the help of an example. Suppose we want to find companies that reported interim quarterly of electronics segment with segment sales of Rs 50 million or more in the year March 2015. To execute this query, you need to follow 7 steps. The first step is to select appropriate radio button available from the top of the user interface. The radio button Annual Financials is selected by default, and let us change it to Interim Quarterly. The second step is to select the product from the Search within Product Services classification box. Let us control-click on the checkbox of the product Electronics available under Machinery. The third step is to select the indicator to be queried on and to specify the range in the Range From and Range To boxes. Let us select the indicator Segment Sales and enter 50 in the Range From box and leave the Range To box blank. The default currency selected in the menu bar is million. This means Rs 50 million. The fourth step is to enter the appropriate date on which the search should be conducted. L is the default setting, which implies search is on the latest year for which information on business segment of companies is available. Let us change the date from L to 2015-03 in the Query on Dates box. Let us retain the default selection as AP in the Output Dates box. From the two standalone or consolidated drop-down boxes, let us retain the default selection as standalone in both the boxes. The date formats used in the Query on Dates and Output Dates are explained in the Help on Dates, which can be accessed by clicking on the question mark icon available just above the Query on Dates box. The fifth step is to choose the appropriate domain. There are 2 domains available, All Companies and Companies in Current OSC. The domain All Companies will conduct a search over all the companies available in the Prowess database. The domain Companies in Current OSC will conduct a filtering on the companies available in the current output sheet. The default selection is All Companies. Let us retain the same. The sixth step is to select the appropriate output destination from Select Output Destination box. There are 4 formats possible. The first is the OSC format, which lists the names of companies which have satisfied the criteria given in the query trigger. The second format is the WS, which is the worksheet, which displays companies by segment and time. The third format is also WS, which displays segment by company and time. The fourth format is the TXT output, which displays data in a text file. Let us select WS, companies by segment and time, as our output destination. The seventh step is to click on the appropriate Execute option to execute this query. The domain selected by us is All Companies, so we can choose any one of 3 execute options available, which are Add to Current OSC and WS, Send to New OSC and WS, and Replace Current OSC and WS. Add to Current OSC and WS adds the names of the qualifying companies in the current output sheet and adds the qualifying companies with its data in worksheet. Send to New OSC and WS creates a new output sheet of names of qualifying companies and worksheet of qualifying companies and its data. Replace Current OSC and WS replaces the contents in the current output sheet with the names of the qualifying companies and creates a new worksheet of qualifying companies and its data. Let us click on Send to New OSC and WS. After the query has been successfully executed, the New Outputs button will start blinking. Click on the New Outputs button. You will see that 2 outputs OSC and WS have been generated and are selected by default in the Output Downloader box. You can click on the Continue button to download both these outputs. The worksheet will display data and electronics companies and all the products under it that reported interim quarterly segment sales of Rs 50 million or above in the year March 2015. A new OSC will also be created, which will display only names of the qualifying companies. You can click on the output view to view the same.